Welcome back to Ride Along with Dan, and we've got a beautiful house here. I really like the colors. It didn't look like this when I met the homeowner, but this video is about ventilation. This house is actually on the National Register of Historic Buildings, and it didn't have good ventilation. So we're going to show you what we did here as we look at this house. So when this house was built, the only type of attic ventilation that was used back then was gable vents. So you've got this big, huge vent in the front that allows air in. There was a smaller one on the back, and that allows airflow somewhat to flow into and out of the roof there. It doesn't work very well. Gable vents, they're better than having no vents. That's about it. It's the lowest type of ventilation you would ever want to have on your roof. So we had to figure out what to do here. Most roofs have soffit vents under the soffits that allow air in, and then they have exhaust vents somewhere up on the roof. But this house, being part of the National Historic Registry, the soffit here is tongue and groove. So it's beautiful, it's nice. And but it doesn't connect to the house. There's no way to get openings to allow air in. And then here's the shot of the plaque where it's been placed on the National Register of Historic Places with a great silhouette of me. So we had to figure out what to do. And the best, if you have enough ridge vent, the best exhaust vent to have is ridge vent. So let's walk over to this side. So the exhaust vent we installed was ridge vent, almost the entire length of the roof. That's the dark line you see up there at the top. And then we installed it's called a couple of different things, on deck or off eave, different things, but about 4 foot up, you see the dark line. So we installed ventilation there. It's basically the same kind of ventilation that's on the ridge, but it has to be manufactured different to fit here. So we cut slots in the decking so air can come in there and then exhaust through the ridge cap. And we did that on the small part on the back too, and the homeowner, they've absolutely said there's a major difference in the temperature inside the house from having the right kind of ventilation and proper amount of ventilation up there. Now, that being said, when you put new ventilation like that, you need to close off the gable vents. You can do it from the inside so it doesn't look bad, but plastic sheeting across it, plywood, anything, but you need to close up those when you put new ventilation on. And I know this one up here really was already closed off, and I think they closed off the back one. So they've got a much better roof, a much more comfortable home because we did the right thing for them. Thanks for hanging with me again.